Do you need your purse?
Are we ready? 30 seconds to countdown. Good morning, everybody. Today is the day we honor our mothers and the feminine inside of each of us. And you all look wonderful. So, we have Prelude in C major. I am not a classical-oriented musician, but Alicia is. Did we lose her? She finished? Okay. Yeah, see, that I just proved my point, right? I didn't even notice. Okay, so welcome. And if you would please turn off your cell phones, that would be a good thing. And if we can just settle. All righty. We're going to begin the next portion of the service with committee. Thank you. With committee moments, as always. These are the leaders from all the different committees. It takes a lot of work to get all the stuff done for the church, and these folks volunteer their time.
Greetings. Next Monday, the 19th, is the Men's Support Group. If you're a man and would like to know or identify as a man and would like to join us, please see me afterwards and I'll let you know. It's basically a potluck and just having a good chat. So let me know.
And I'll follow that with the women's group. Instead of the first Friday of the month in June, we're going to meet in the last Friday of the month in May, because the sanctuary is being used on the 6th of June. So we'll meet May 30th here.
Good morning. If by any chance you bid on ginger snap cookies and you didn't pick them up after the auction, they are in the freezer now, and we'll put them out after church. I think this is my last auction announcement until next year.
I'm Janet with Programs, and so on May 25th at 1 p.m. we're having our next Inquiring Mind session. We're having it at 1 instead of noon because the Social Action Committee is meeting at noon. In this way, there's at least a possibility of going to both meetings if you want to. Our topic is going to be belief, and we're going to be talking about not only beliefs that are important to us, but also we're going to be playing philosopher and asking ourselves, how we believe and what it means to believe. Like, what are we actually doing when we say we believe something? So I hope to see you there.
So I'm Ann Peckham, chair of your board. So a couple of announcements. One, our annual meeting is next week, so I hope everybody will be here. There will be childcare available as well as food for the kids. So please plan to be here. This is when we get a chance to tell you how we've wrapped up the year. You get a chance to vote on the budget and a bunch of other things in our new slate of officers. So please plan to be here. And then there's 2 other slides. If you can you advance the slides real quick? Okay, so I just wanted to make an announcement. We do not have an on-site facilities management person. We have somebody who comes once a month to help us with facilities. So if you see something that needs to be repaired, the women's bathroom, and it's not like overflowing, but it just needs to be repaired, this QR code is going to be available. I'm going to put it up in the bulletin boards and in the bathrooms so that you can put a request in there. You know, last week Derek was here trying to enjoy being here as a congregant and was being asked to do all these things, and we have to recognize that that's not his responsibility. So it's our responsibility as a group to put in requests. Those requests will go to Colleen, our administrator, and she'll parcel out, hey, is this an emergency that needs like a plumber right now, or something that Justin can handle? I want to put that on there. And the other one is that we are, as Tay mentioned last week, introducing a new management, membership management software that allows us to put in activities. It allows to send out texts to people to remind them, hey, you're signed up for this. So you should be getting an invitation to create a username and password. So please check your email for that. It's also in the notable news. We'd like to get all the members in there by the end of the month so we can start using it for its actual purpose, which is scheduling and planning and all that good stuff. So. Colleen, the administrator. The link isn't working?
I had someone tell me earlier that they clicked on it and it didn't work for them.
Oh, okay. We'll have her check that.
If they use the QR code from last week and then that's when they got there, that QR code expired. And so it recently got re-updated. So we have handouts, like step-by-step logins up at the front. And that has the new QR code. We added the new QR code to the notable news as well, or they can contact me or Colleen.
Good morning, Miguel Rodriguez from Social Action Committee. One of my dreams or thoughts or hopes was to teach sometimes in a prison, the prisoners. And now I'm seeing that will probably be very important to do going forward. I just heard that the federal prisons have banned reading Martin Luther King books, or at least certain. So that's what the Social Action Committee does. It's make people aware of things and try to get the community active in supporting social justice goals. So in 2 weeks, we have our meeting at noon here, typically in the library, so join us. Thank you.
Opening words today are from Mitch Albom, who said, "Behind all your stories is always your mother's story, because hers is where yours begins." Oh, you want this? Okay, sorry.
They didn't give me one over there, so I'm doing this over here. So we're going to sing this together, apparently. And because it has your name up there, our congregation. That's all of y'all. And if you pay attention to the words on the screen, you'll notice that some of them, work with me here. If you've sung this song before or learned it like I did from listening to tapes and CDs and things, then you will, looking at this, notice that the words have been updated a little bit for a little more gender nonconformity or gender equality stuff, and we like that a lot. So stand up and watch and sing. Can you run through? We have cleared off the table, the leftovers saved, washed the dishes and put them away. I have told you a story and tucked you in tight at the end of your knockabout day, as the moon sets its sail to carry you to sleep over the midnight sea. I will sing you a song no one sang to me. May it keep you good company. You can be anybody you want to be. You can love whomever you will. You can travel any country that your heart leads, and know I will love you still. You can live by yourself. You can gather friends around. You can choose one special one. And the only measure of your words and your deeds will be the love you leave behind when you're done. Some children grow up strong and bold. Some are quiet and kind. Some race on ahead, some take it slow, some go in their own way and time. Some women love women, some men love men, some leave every label behind. You can dream all the day, never reaching the end of everything possible you'll find. Don't be rattled by names, by taunts, by games, but seek out spirits true. If you give your friends the best part of yourself, they will give the same back to you. You can be anybody you want to be. You can love whomever you will. You can travel any country where your heart leads, and know I will love you still. You can live by yourself. You can gather friends around. You can choose one special one. And the only measure of your words and your deeds will be the love you leave behind when you're done. Thank you.
Thank you, Paula. Next, we have the lighting of the chalice, which is going to be done by Josephine. There you are. Hi. Shall I hand this to you? Okay. Oh, come on. There we go. It's fun being on this end of the podium so you can see her intent little face, trying to get it just right. Okay. Warmth of love, we gather to seek, to sustain, and to share. Join me, please, as we recite our affirmation. Love is the spirit of this church, and service is its gift. This is our great covenant to dwell together in peace, to seek truth and love, and to help one another. So again, welcome everyone. If this is your first time here, we won't call you out and embarrass you, but we do encourage you to come back because this is a lay-led church and every Sunday is different. And we have different ministers and different guests and academia and the religious community and all kinds of special things to offer. So at this time, let's turn around and say hello to the Zoom people. And if you'd like to turn around and greet your neighbor. Everybody starts to really get involved in this one, you know. I always hate to call it back. But we have a speaker to listen to, and then after the service, we usually have refreshments. So, you know, feel free to stay for a while and get acquainted, especially those of you who are new to us and all the special moms out in the audience. Okay. Joys and concerns. This is the time when we invite you to come forward. There's an expression that shared joys are doubled, shared concerns are halved. And so please share what you like, and remember that this is going out over the internet, which never dies. So, you know, just be aware that this is not a confidential sharing. Okay.
Hello, I am Chloe, and this is Alyssa.
Hi.
We had a fun little scare on Tuesday night. Alyssa decided that she wanted to go to the hospital. Maybe it wasn't her decision necessarily, but we went to urgent care because she wasn't feeling super great, and then they sent us to the hospital. She has some upper digestive issues as well as some unknown lower GI issues, so we're just hoping for good thoughts while we try to figure out some answers.
My joy that it's Mother's Day.
Thank you, sweetie.
What's yours? My joy is... What? My joy is it's Mother's Day.
Hi, I'm Jessica Guthrie. I was here a couple weeks ago, and we held my mom's memorial service here about 10 days ago, and I actually feel a lot of joy about it. I know she would have liked it, and I wanted to take the opportunity to thank the many people who came and helped us along the way as we did the service, so I really appreciate you all. Thank you.
Hello. I had the great joy yesterday of leading a one-day retreat. A one-day stone, yeah. I had the great joy of leading a one-day retreat yesterday, and there were 18 of us there, and it just feels really good to be able to help people to cope with these trying times. So I wish you well, folks.
My joy is that my mom and papa are here.
Thank you, Miss Addie. Good job. So I'm not sure if mine's a joy or concern or what, but Brevard County School Board is where Moms for Liberty was born, and we are now a national joke, and we have our own website created by the creator of South Park. So you can go online and see BrevardCountySchoolBoard.com.
My joy is also that it's Mother's Day, and I have all three of my girls here today, so I'm very excited about that. I had a message from Allison Von Tilbro and John Martinez. You may not have seen them for a while. They had a funeral in the Netherlands, and they have packed full of good and bad things going on, but the big thing is that Allison's getting her master's degree at the end of the month, and so she just wanted everybody to know that she misses everybody and that she very much looks forward to coming back, but they're traveling and have so much going on, but they just wanted to send their well wishes, so passing those along.
Good morning, Michelle Flores. I have joys and concerns, mostly joys. I'm haven't been here in nearly 6 weeks, so I'm glad I'm here this morning. I don't think a lot of people know, but Jules was really, really sick last month, so neither of us were here. I know Jules came back last week. I'm here this week, and we're very glad to be sharing what our last few weeks here. So that's the sad part. The time is coming to an end, but there's just a lot of craziness going on with having to plan and prepare for a move across the country, and while still working and trying to live life because it doesn't stop, thankfully. So we're glad to be here. Thank you.
My joy is today. There was strawberries, whipped creams, and brownies, and it's Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
This weekend, I had fun. On Friday night, Ann and Carl and Leanne and I hosted game night. You could hear the laughter a mile away. Oh my goodness, we had a wonderful time and fabulous food and just loved it. Then got up Saturday morning early for David's improv funzation session. My goodness, I know David is a friend. Now and a good actor, but now I know him as an excellent teacher. And he brought out our creativity and our imagination. And oh my goodness, that was a fabulous experience. So everything's cool.
I have a joy. About over a month ago, my friend's car broke down on the west side of Orlando, right at the corner of Claricona, Coe, and OBT. And it was at night, not that late at night, but we had just had every 20 minutes or so somebody come and stop and say, hey, you need help. And they were, all these were black men. I'm not saying, I'm sure probably African American or immigrants because the accent was, most of these people, Haitian. And there was this one car where we had to move the car from the intersection to a spot, and full of these black men. Now, normally what? We know what we think, right? A car full of, and these all they just stopped and helped us move the car to a safe location. None of them asked for anything, no money or anything. So they're still good people. Even on the bad side of town, there's still good people. There's still hope in this world, so there's still good news in America.
My joy is that it's Mother's Day, and happy Mother's Day to all the mothers and those that have mothers and want to be mothers and are mothers. That didn't sound right. Anyway, my joy is that my wife, Marilyn, is the joy of my life. And she brought me 2 beautiful girls and a good girlfriend from my other girl. And I am very happy to say that Marilyn Furmanek is on the healing, her ankle. Thank you.
I have a joy to share. So, as Lindsay mentioned, we did a game night Friday night, and it's just so wonderful. It was a small group, which is always my preference as a natural-born introvert, although you might not know it right now. But anyway, it was just fabulous. I wanted to especially thank Carl, though, because, man, he pitched right in. He was chopping vegetables and hauling boxes and moving tables and all kinds of great stuff, and I really appreciated your help, and Ann, too. I mean, it was just awesome. So next year, when we have this in the auction, be sure to bid on it and come, because it was great. Okay, let's have a moment of meditation. Just give some energy to the things that you heard mentioned. Child dedication.
All right. This morning we take time to recognize and celebrate children new to the University Unitarian Universalist Fellowship and the larger Unitarian Universalist tradition. I am joined in our celebration by Tay Barton, Triple U's Religious Education Coordinator, and it is our joy this morning to welcome 8 little ones. I invite them to come forward as I call their family. First, we have the children of Anna Savage and Jason Cavatorta, Josephine, Evangeline, and Mazarine. All right. And then we have the children of Mallory Rogers and Andrew Weibel, and that's Adeline, I'm not going to get that right, Adeline, and Tristan. And then we have the child of Matthew Rowland and Alexandra Lopez, who is the great-grandchild of this fellowship's member, Luisa Rodriguez Scott. And also I invite the godparents to come forward also. And then the children of Edith Mellon, Isabella and Arella, and I apologize for the names. There are a lot of names here, and it's going to get worse before it gets better. Okay, great. Thank you all for being here. From the beginning of time, people have brought their children before their religious communities for dedication. We all share in this occasion, for we all share in the reverence for the mystery of life which we have seen unfolding in each new life, and for the wonder as it continues to grow. Each new life that enters this community is celebrated as a unique individual full of beauty and potential. Each new life that enters this community is celebrated as a part of the community, a new and colorful thread added to the tapestry that is the University Unitarian Universalist Fellowship. A reading.
This reading is by Bob Kaufman from Bless This Children, pages 119 to 120. We wish for you a storm or two, so that you may enjoy the calm. We wish for you tranquility in a time of trial. We wish for you a cool breeze on a warm day and pale white clouds, so that you may better appreciate the blueness of the sky. We wish you darkness, that you may see the stars. We wish you anticipation of high adventure, and we wish you the courage to avoid battle. We wish you a sense of wonder and poetry and music, and we wish you companionship that you may appreciate the solitude. We wish you a friend who will understand you in understanding so that you may have a friend. We wish that you may become all you wish to be and more than you hope that you can be. We wish you a flower to smell, a hand to touch, a voice to cheer, and a heart to gladden. We wish you people to love as we love you.
Today we'll ask parents, family, friends, and this congregation to accept responsibility for these children. As the years unfold, we will ask the children to take on more and more responsibility for themselves. It's always a dance between the individual and the community. But this we know for now, those of us who have more experience in life have more responsibility for these lives now before us. Let us acknowledge that responsibility. We begin with the parents. My friends, you have brought before us these children. They are each a miracle. For all the advances of humankind, this is still a miracle. Into your hands they have been entrusted. You hold the greatest responsibility. With this responsibility comes comes many things, but let me name just two. Great pain and great joy. In the hard times, remember one word. In the hard times, remember one word, and that is love. Seek help when you need it. You will. Dream great dreams. All parents do, but let your greatest dream be that these children will learn to dream dreams of their own. I ask you now, is it your commitment to help these children find their dreams and to nurture their unfolding spirits? If it is, say, it is. And do you wish the blessing and support of this community as well as that of family and friends? If so, say, we do. And we do have a couple of godparents with us today. My friends, you come before us today as godparents of this child. In doing so, you hold accepting a special responsibility. You hold a special place in the life of this child. You're part of the larger community into which he will be raised. Each of you will have the opportunity to support this family and help create the world that this child will be raised in. I ask you now, is it your intention to support and encourage these parents in the raising of this child and to nurture the unfolding life before you? If so, it is. You got it. Okay, now, hi there. Along with family and friends, we are surrounded by a loving community. These are not just witnesses, but participants in the task before us. So we will begin with the children.
Let us begin with the children. Will the children and youth please stand up? Children and youth. These children are now a part of our community. Like all children, they will need to feel welcome and cared for. Grown-ups can do their part, but older children and youth will have an important job too. If you will help them to know what this is a special place for them too, please say we will. We will. Thank you. You guys can sit down.
All right, now I invite the adults to stand as able and willing. Friends, these children have been brought before you. Those who love them seek a safe place. If you can welcome them and offer them a place to learn and love and grow, please respond by repeating these words on the screen. We welcome these children and commit ourselves to their nurture. With this commitment, may we be reminded of our responsibility that we have to create a safe, just, and compassionate society for all of the world's children. Please be seated. As each child is named, they'll be touched with a bit of the communal water collected at the time of the water communion. The water is so necessary for life, and it is a symbol of the purity with which they come before us.
As each child is named, they will be touched by a rosebud. It is a symbol of their unfolding beauty and their potential. We have removed the thorns from the stem to protect the children and to remind us all that while they are growing, it is our responsibility to keep them safe.
Okay. Okay. Name this child.
Josephine Zora Savage Cavatorda.
Josephine Zora Savage Cavatora, I say your name before all these people so they will know who you are and welcome you. And I touch you with this water.
And I touch you with this rosebud.
Okay. There you go. Come up. Name this child.
Evangeline Jack Savage Cavatorda.
Evangeline Jack Savage Cavatora, I say your name before all these people so they will know who you are and welcome you. And I touch you with this bit of water, a symbol of community and purity.
And I touch you with this rosebud.
Name this child.
Mazarine Olympia Savage Cavatorda.
Mazarine Olympia Savage Cavatora. I say your name before all these people so they will know who you are and welcome you. And I touch you with this bit of communal water.
And I touch you with this rosebud.
Okay. Name this child.
Adeline May Rogers Weibel.
Adeline May Rogers Weibel. I say your name before all these people so they will know who you are and welcome you. And I touch you with this bit of water, symbol of this community.
And I touch you with this rosebud.
You can just hold it. Name this child.
Tristan Evander Rogers Weibel.
Tristan Evander Rogers Weibel. I say your name before all these people. Check them out. So they will know who you are and welcome you. And I touch you with this bit of communal water.
And I touch him with this rosebud.
Okay. Will he? He doesn't- you can just hold him if you want. Name this child.
Sebastian Eden Roland Lopez.
Sebastian Eden Roland Lopez. I say your name before all these people so that they will know you and welcome you. And I touch you with this bit of water. Boop, a symbol of this community.
And I touch you with this rosebud.
All righty. All right, my sweetie. Okay. Name this child.
Isabella Gwendolyn Moline.
Isabella Gwendolyn Moline. I say your name before all these people so that they will know who you are and welcome you. And I touch you with this bit of communal water.
And I touch you with this rosebud.
And name this child.
Aurela Ophelia Ina Moline.
Aurela Ophelia Ina Moline. I say your name before all these people so that they will know who you are and welcome you. And I touch you with this communal water.
And I'll touch you with this rosebud.
Thank you. You think she'll eat the flower? Okay.
May each of you, known by this community, always know who you are, and may you know as well the sustaining power of the earth, the warmth of human companionship, and the love that surrounds you always.
Please join me in prayer and reflection. We pray today for the future of these children. May they dream great dreams and have the strength to follow them. May they know abundant love and give love freely in return. May they walk a path of truth and beauty and have justice as their guide. We pray today for the future of these children and the future of us all. Blessed be, and amen. And wild applause would now be appropriate.
Do you want a new one?
You gonna hold it?
Well, wasn't that just the cutest thing you ever saw? All right. Next up is the interlude and offering. We are a very giving congregation. Can you not hear me? How about that? Okay. Better? All right. So we are a very giving congregation, and we share our offerings with the Orlando Center for Justice. When the little girls come by, please. Let us sing the children out. We love you and bless you and send you on your way. We love you and bless you today and every day. Okay. You're up.
Good morning. Okay. We start this morning with a meditation. The Reverend Richard Gilbert offers us these words for reflection on the many ways that love and care can come into our lives. Following the spoken meditation, we'll share our collection of tributes to one source of nurture, those who have been our mothers or been like a mother for us. So I invite you to take a moment to settle more fully into this time. Relax your body, calm your mind, and feel your breath flowing in, flowing out. We give thanks for those who have reared us, who have nourished us through sleepless nights and restless days, who have seen us through good times and bad, who have celebrated our triumphs and suffered through our defeats. We are grateful for their nurturing spirit, their gentle touch, their firm hand, their familiar laugh, their sympathetic tears. We acknowledge the unpleasant times as well, our struggle to separate ourselves as children who must make their way in the world. We realize our times of ingratitude and selfishness and resolve to make amends. We pay silent tribute to the loved ones no longer with us and speak soft thanksgiving to those who are. May we who have been nurtured also be nurturers of those who follow. May we be part of that current of humanity that courses through time and space. May we be gardeners of the Spirit, even as we have been tended by loving hearts and hands. On this day, we commingle gratitude for those who nourish us and commitment for those who receive the gifts of life and love from us. Let us take just a moment in shared silence before our tribute. Thank you. Our reading this morning comes from Reverend David Blanchard. It's titled, It Takes All Kinds. Reverend David writes, if it had been left up to me, and I'm glad it was not, I probably would have stayed in Europe when my multitudes of ancestors were leaving France, England, Wales, and Germany. I would have waved goodbye from the dock and asked them to write. When it comes to drawing the line between the settlers and the pioneers of this world, I usually find myself with those who stay at home, bidding farewell from the edge of town, at the end of the pier, to the more adventurous pioneers. Now, neither characteristic is better or worse. I suspect each of us would know where we belong. We need both types, even if we feel resentful or jealous of the other's way of life. Those darn pioneers drag us off into unknown directions, and those darn settlers dig their heels in and won't budge. But is that all they do? Where would we be without the pioneers in the world? I would be a coal miner in Wales. Where would we be without people who explore new territories of the world or of the mind? I might be writing with a quill pen. Where would we be without people who give life its stability or risk the uncertainty of change? What would life be like without the security fostered by the settlers or the innovations dreamed up by the pioneers? We may drive each other crazy, but I'm coming to understand that I need the pioneers as much as they need me to keep life in balance and to keep the home fires burning. Here ends the reading. My remarks this morning come in two parts with a song in between. Given the title of the sermon, would anyone like to guess what that song is going to be? Spirit of Life. Thank you very much. So let's begin with the first part. It has been said that the most important thing that we can give our children is roots and wings. Although I've seen it many times since, I clearly remember the first time I heard the expression, or actually read it. I was in the craft section of a department store. It was a saying on a needlework kit available for purchase. I did not buy the kit, which is good because I am not actually very handy. I was perusing the kits because I was going through one of those stages where I thought I ought to be able to do needlework. After all, my mother did lovely needlework. And yet, throughout my adult life, nearly all such kits I have bought have sat unfinished, unopened for years. I am good at many things, but needlework is not one of them. I think it has more to do with a lack of patience and any particular skill with needle and thread. But while I did not receive my mother's skill at handiwork, I did receive many gifts from her. The gifts that shaped my worldview, my attitude toward life, gifts that gave me roots and wings. And while I did not buy that craft kit that day, I have carried the saying with me since then. The gifts that nurture us come to us from many sources, from traditional and expected sources, of course, such as family elders, our teachers, our friends. But gifts of nurture can come from an amazing array of places, from books and films and music, from the kind stranger we sat next to on the bus, from our eccentric neighbor, from the children, from the animals with whom we share our lives. How have you been nurtured? And what was the gift? What was its source? And when you think of those gifts, what was their nature? Were they roots? Did they help ground you, give you peace, help you know your place in the world? Or were they wings? Something that helped you to soar, inspired you, helped you to dream what was possible. The most important thing we give our children is roots and wings. But it's not just children that need these things. We need these things all our lives. I found myself wondering if the Serenity Prayer might be an adult form of a request for such things. The prayer reads, for those not familiar, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I should, and the wisdom to know the difference. Let us have an acceptance of our place in the world. Let us be grounded in reality, at peace with what is. Grant us roots. And let us dream of the world that is possible. Let our hearts be brave, inspired to create the future we seek. Grant us wings. Serenity and courage, roots and wings. We need both in the right measure at the right time, and the wisdom to know the difference. Think of that young toddler who bravely, boldly wanders away from the watching parent and then peeks back to see if they're still watching, and then goes a few steps more but then runs back at the sound of a loud noise. We need security to be brave. In the classic Winnie the Pooh stories, Piglet finds himself on an adventure with Pooh, a bear, that was not going exactly as planned. And we read, Piglet sidled up to Pooh from behind. Pooh, he whispered. Yes, Piglet. Nothing, said Piglet, taking Pooh's paw. I just wanted to be sure of you. We need a certain amount of security to be brave. But I think it's also the case that we need bravery to be secure. Otherwise, we can spend all of our time trying to make ourselves safe, trying to eliminate any possible surprise or difficulty. And of course, we know that can't be done, not accomplished perfectly. If we are to feel secure, if we are to find serenity, we will have to have the courage inside of ourselves to know that we are capable of facing the unavoidable challenges that may arise in life. Only then can we live without fear. Life has challenges, and it's one of life's great ironies that the most interesting people, the truly inspirational folks, the people of the deepest character, are often the people who lived through the greatest challenges. I will not argue that adversity makes us stronger, but I do believe it's a gift when we are willing and able to embrace the inevitable challenges of life. When life is hard, a healthy balance of roots and wings, acceptance and courage can allow us to grow and learn rather than flounder and fail. What gifts have you received? How have you been nurtured? What gives you your roots? And what gives you your wings? And now, please stay seated as we sing Spirit of Life. Oops. Spirit of life, come unto me, sing in my heart all the stirrings of compassion, blow in the wind, rise in the sea, move in the hand, giving life the shape of justice, roots holding close, wings set me free, Spirit of life, come to me, come to me. It's not just in our personal and spiritual lives that we need roots and wings. We also need them in our communal lives, in our life together as a congregation. I used to have a bumper sticker in my office. It asserted that my job as a minister was to comfort the afflicted and afflict the comfortable. I actually think that's the job of religious community, to comfort the afflicted and afflict the comfortable. So what do you need today? And what do you have to offer? Roots or wing, comfort or affliction? Will you offer to hold others close, or will you poke them a little and set them free? David Blanchard, speaking of settlers and pioneers in this morning's reading, reminds us that we need all kinds. He writes, "Where would we be without people who give up life stability or risk the uncertainty of change? What would life be like without the security fostered by the settlers or the innovations dreamed up by the pioneers?" Roots and wings, security and innovation, tradition and innovation. It's a great challenge to find the balance. The idea is captured in the proposition that to live well, one must love the world the way it is and as it can be. Love the world the way it is and as it could be. If we need the world, our friends, ourselves, to be perfect before we can love or be loved, we will be sadly deprived. You are lovable. You are lovable just the way you are. You can put your roots down here. You can feel secure. And at the same time, there is so much inside of us that yearns to be set free, so much that calls to us possibilities, opportunities, creativity. Within you is untapped potential, wings waiting to unfurl, a spirit ready to soar. Roots and wings, serenity and courage, pioneers and settlers, what is possible and what is. This is what we have to offer one another. This is what this community has to offer to the world. These gifts are meant to be shared, and yet sometimes we forget. In his essay titled, "Encouraging Future Managers to Cheat," Jerry Harvey, author of The Abilene Paradox, explains an unfortunate aspect of our educational system. We are taught not to share. In fact, we are taught not to. Sharing gets labeled as cheating. Harvey writes about an oath his son had to agree to at the time of his entrance into the University of Virginia. It said that enrollment implied that he took responsibility for asserting the following for every assignment at school. "On my honor as a student, I have neither given nor received aid on this assignment." Oh, I see some heads nodding, yes. Harvey points out that in real life, and he happens to be talking about the workplace, real people need to work together. They are expected to give and receive aid. It is not considered cheating. And if that's true in our work lives, it's even more true in our personal and spiritual lives. We need to give and receive aid. We need to allow ourselves to be nurtured, whether we need physical aid, a shoulder to cry on, or an encouraging word. We need to let this community ground us, give us roots. We need to let this community inspire us and give us wings. How would you be nurtured? We need to give and receive aid. We need to offer it to others, strength and wisdom. We need to continue to create opportunities to go deeper and climb higher. What gifts do you bring and what nurture do you create? If our goal is to build a spiritual community that changes lives, how would you be changed? What hand would you reach out to others, and how will you give and receive aid? For at the end of this life, you will not be asked to sign an oath that says, "On my honor as a human, I have neither given nor received aid in this lifetime." Quite the contrary. In her book, Traveling Mercy, Some Thoughts on Faith, novelist and essayist Anne Lamott retells a story originally told by her minister. It was about the time when, at age 7, she got lost. She found herself running up and down the streets, unable to find a single landmark. Nothing to ground her, no roots. She was frightened. A police officer came to her aid. She rode in the front of the cruiser as they traveled up and down the streets. Finally, she saw her church, and she said firmly, "You can let me out now. This is my church, and I can always find my way home from here. This is my church, and I can always find my way home from here." May this beloved community be such a place that helps us find our way home, a place that gives us courage to adventure boldly, a place where people give and receive aid, a place of roots and wings. May we be able to say, this is my church, and I can always find my way home from here. May it be so.
Thank you, Reverend Kathy. That was really inspirational. Okay, we're going to extinguish the chalice. Let me find my little... Do you need to be here?
Sure, for the closing music. Oh, but Leanne, we have a very special postlude. Still, I'm not sure if I saw the postlude, but Andrew on the cello.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, so don't forget to.
Okay.
Okay, please rise as you're willing and able. As tranquil streams that meet and merge and flow as one into the sea, our kindred hearts on unite to build a church that shall be free. Free from the bonds that bind the mind to narrow thought and lifeless greed, freed from the social pride that bind to serve the cause of human need. Our freedom that reveals the past, but trust the dawning future more, and gives the soul in a search of truth that venture boldly and explore. Prophetic church, the future waits your liberating ministry. Go forward in the word of love, proclaim the truth that makes us free.
Thank you, Janet. The closing words are from Eric Fromm. Very short, very simple. Mother's love is peace. Thank you, everybody. Yes, we have a really special treat right now. Thank you very much, both of you. That was wonderful. So now go forth and eat.
Rumor has it that promotions for mom.
The mic's down, but Andrew Short's name wasn't on there as the cellist.
Fine.